Good morning and welcome to Holiday Hoopsgiving 2017 coverage by SUV TV. Thanks for tuning in with us this morning. I'm Ned Case alongside Danny Jackson. And Danny, we got a pretty good one with some Class A powers as St. Francis is taking on Holy Innocents.
Yes, I'm excited about this game today because this is some of the best talent you're going to see in Class Single A Private this year, and they're facing off right here at the beginning of the season. And I can't ask for a better matchup on a day like this. Holiday Hoops giving all these great matchups today, so I'm excited about this one.
And we got a chance to see this Holy Innocents team play yesterday, and for them it was the big three of Kennedy Suttle, Kayla Hubbard, and number 25, Jada Farrell. They combined for 53 of the team's 64 points, so we'll see if they continue to dominate like that today. And the opening tip is going to go to Rachel Suttle, the freshman, into her sister Kennedy. Right-handed layup, no good, but she'll head to the line here early. And Danny, what are we going to see out of this St. Francis Lady Knights team today?
We'll see a lot of inside basketball, a lot what we didn't see yesterday, but they have some really good post players, and we'll see a lot of offense, kind of like we did yesterday, but definitely more so from the inside.
Suttle goes 1 for 2 at the line, and the ball is cleared by St. Francis. It's the point guard, Kennedy Powell. Now they go inside just like they talked about. Left-handed layup is good. Shea Sweet with the left-handed layup. Excuse me, that was Jordan Isaacs with the layup.
Right back on the other side, Suttle was able to get it inside. We will see a lot of that today. Just as St. Francis going right back inside right here. Quick hands.
Out of bounds, it's going to go to the Bears.
I like the tempo early. They're both scrapping. They're both trying to get it inside early.
St. Francis is going to show full court pressure. The Bears saw this all day yesterday from Collins Hill. And the Georgia signee, Kayla Hubbard, did a good job breaking it a little too much on that pass there. Hubbard, the team's returning leading scorer. Kennedy Suttle, the team's returning leading rebounder. On a team that made it trip to the finals last year, coming up just short to Wesleyan. Three is short. That was off the hand of the Augusta State signee, Olivia Swanston. The 5'8" senior guard, a little short on that one, but she's a shooter. We'll see her all night from beyond the arc. Up to Hubbard down the right sideline, crossover to her left hand, drives, good take by Hubbard.
And in the press break, that's exactly what you want. Get the ball to the primary ball handler's hands, and Kayla Hubbard known for driving that in there. If you're St. Francis, you got to trap that. You can't let them dribble right through your press.
That one rims out for the senior. 26 points yesterday to lead the team. And a big win over 7A top 10 school Collins Hill. Second free throw is good for Hubbard. Up top with Moore. Top of the keyhole, it's in a 2-3. They get it to the middle with Isaacs. Does a nice job handling. Left hand is good. Isaacs 4 early points here.
And Isaacs is that transfer that I was talking about a little bit earlier. She definitely is a great addition to this team right here. Went to North Paulding last year, transferred over here to St. Francis this year, and that's exactly what they need to round out their front court.
Inside to Rachel Suttle, and swatted away by the aforementioned Isaacs. Hubbard, no good. Rebound. Battle taken by St. Francis. Kick out three. No good. That was Swanston. Rebound cleared by the Bears. 25, Jada Farrell pulling down that rebound. 4 early fouls here on St. Francis.
Well,
just a minute into this game.
We both saw yesterday how this Holy Innocents team like to put the ball on the floor. And just as we mentioned yesterday, they make it very hard for defenders to defend them without putting them in.
And a sweet spin move by Kayla Hubbard to her left hand. Drive by Moore, no good. Rebound to Kennedy Suttle. Or excuse me, Rachel Suttle up ahead to Kennedy Suttle. Right-handed layup is good.
And that sister-sister action is almost automatic. She's looking for her sister every time up the floor. And great job with Kennedy Suttle getting ahead and allowing that pass and that layup to happen.
3 no good. Rebound 2. Rachel Suttle back-to-back rebounds for the freshman, but she lost that one right off her foot. And it's going to be blue ball. Ball comes inbounds right in front of us. Top of the key, it's Moore with it. Maya Moore, 5'6" freshman. Mia Moore, excuse me. Block. No, we're going to have a foul. It's Jada Farrell. We'll have 2 shots coming up for the junior Powell. And a little confusion between the officials, and now we're going to take 2 shots. So Kennedy Powell, 5'9" guard, head to the line. She makes her first. Second is good, so an 8-6 lead here for Holy Innocents. Just about 2 minutes into this first quarter. Here comes the trap in the corner. What a look. Subtle no good, but she's fouled. Impressive pass from Hubbard at midcourt.
And this St. Francis team is really expanding its defense all the way to half court. Kayla Hubbard is taking her time, spreading it out, and finding somebody on the backside on the weekend. And that's exactly what you need from your point guard. I talked about it yesterday. I love the way Hubbard has stepped into this point guard role because she was more of just a shooting guard scorer last year because of Kayla Pointer, and now she had to turn into the leader, the primary ball handler on this team, and she's really showing her versatility there.
Kayla Pointer now playing at LSU, a first-team All-State player last year. As the younger Suttle makes her second free throw, extends it out to a 3-point lead. Good look inside. Nice ball movement here by St. Francis against the zone. And left-handed layup. Number 3, Amira Abdul-Rahim. Travel on the inside. Abdul-Rahim, the brother of former NBA player Sharif Abdul-Rahim, who spent some time here in Atlanta with the Hawks. And good hustle there by Kennedy Suttle. They're going to get her for a foul, but that effort and energy out of Powell Suttle is what Coach Nicole Dixon loved yesterday for this Golden Bears team.
Absolutely. She does all of the little things, not just rebounding, not just scoring. She goes after the loose ball. She gets in passing lanes. She's what every coach wants, and I talked about it yesterday. University of Pennsylvania will really love this girl.
Floater out of Mia Moore. Hubbard drives, and she's going to draw the foul. She continues to be in attack mode, and it's paying off.
And this team goes as Kayla Hubbard goes. As long as she's getting to the basket and getting to the free throw line, her team feeds off of that, and they continue to be aggressive as well.
Hubbard's first falls in. So back-to-back buckets by St. Francis gave them a momentary lead, but Hubbard ties this one back up. Chance to take the lead here. And just rims out. Rebound to St. Francis. Baseline drive, right-hand layup, no good. Hubbard pulls down the rebound. And gonna have an offensive foul there. Extending that arm a little bit too much. We're going to have travel, so it's going to go right back to Holy Innocents. 2 quick back-to-back turnovers. We're halfway through our first quarter. Hubbard drives, kicks it out to the corner. Good ball movement. Rachel Suttle's got to look for 3 and drills it. Give the assist to her older sister.
And I don't know about you, but I love this action between the two of them.
And it's going to be travel that's fallen to the floor. Trying to corral that rebound was Elza Snyder.
Katie Brown checks in for the Bears. Back in Jillian Hollingshed.
So Hollingshed checks back in the game, as does number 10 for Holy Innocents, Katie Brown, one of the seniors on this year's team. Hubbard crossover to her right hand, and Farrell started her cut and didn't quite finish it. And Hubbard let her a little bit too much. Still a 3-point lead here for Holy Innocents. Driving attack in the middle of the zone, no good. Hollingshed pulls down the rebound. Up ahead, 3-ball for Brown, no good. Strong, but she corrals her own rebound. Drive, no good by Hubbard.
Kayla Hubbard is giving them a fit on that defensive end. She keeps getting to the basket, and there's nothing they can do about it.
Back at the line, shooting 2 for the Bears.
Hubbard at the line, and while we have a moment, we want to let you at home know that Stat Row showcases youth sports highlights and gives a portion of its revenue back to teams. Visit statrow.com today to learn how you can partner with Stat Row.
Checks back in for the Knights.
Suttle makes her, or excuse me, Hubbard makes her first. Second is good as well to give her 5 early points here. Look inside to Abdul Rahim. Or excuse me, that was Aaron Eddy. And Hollingshed called to the foul. It'll be a inbounds from underneath. Abdul Rahim, right hand is good.
Strong move by her.
Or excuse me, Edie. Second time I've made that mistake. But St. Francis doing a nice job of getting to the middle of that Holy Innocent zone as Hubbard gets herself 2 more. Inside again, Eddie too strong. Look too subtle, kick out 3 for Brown is good. Great ball movement by the Lady Bears.
And you're beginning to see a lot of action from every player on this team. They're getting everybody involved, getting 3s, getting 2s, getting extra points. This team is really clicking on all cylinders right now for Holy Innocents.
And Holy Innocents extends the lead out to 8, the biggest of the game, and we'll take a quick break here during this timeout on SUV TV's coverage of Holiday Hoopsgiving.
The 2017 Holiday Hoopsgiving is brought to you by Adidas, Children's Healthcare of Atlanta, Stat Row, Atlanta Tip-Off Club, and CBA Sports.
Rebound is going to be a jump ball. I'm Ned Case alongside Danny Jackson. We appreciate you tuning in on this early Saturday before too much college football gets started, but we got plenty of hoops all day long here on SUV TV. Look inside. Post move, kicks it back out to the corner. Nice job penetrating the zone. Floater falls for Kennedy, or excuse me, yes, Kennedy Powell. Got Kennedy Powell and Kennedy Suttle scoring all over. Hubbard with the ball up top on the right. Now to Kennedy Suttle to her sister Rachel. Hubbard top of the key, three, little strong rebound. Tough rebound by Suttle. And finds her sister for an easy mid-range.
And that was just pure will from Suttle. She snatched the ball out of the air, gave a second chance opportunity for her team.
And delivered a pass right on the money to her sister, just catch and shoot. And Kennedy almost raced down another one, and she did. So poked out of bounds on St. Francis. My unofficial stats have Kennedy Suttle with 3 assists already in this first quarter. One minute to go here in our opening quarter. Coach Dixon getting everyone set as Hubbard handles. Farrell with the ball on the right wing. Driving the middle, comes off the pick from Suttle. Nice show there by the St. Francis defense. Kennedy Suttle's left hand, a little strong rebound by Jackson, couldn't fall. Farrell's rebound couldn't fall.
And that was just great defense right there from Jordan Isaacs. Altered 3 shots in the air, including a block on that last one.
And great job there. Jada Farrell getting back on defense and taking that charge. That's an energy play for this team.
And this is what makes Holy Innocent so special, is that they don't let a single possession pass or somebody going the extra mile or doing something, you know, for this team outside of just scoring.
Hubbard with the ball, drives to her right hand. Shot was blocked. And I think we're going to have an offensive foul. A little aggressive with those elbows. Abdul Rahim. Katie Brown checks in, hit a 3-pointer earlier. 1 for 2 from beyond the arc. 18 seconds to go here in this first quarter.
And they're going to look to get a good 3-pointer out of this 18 seconds.
And a good look on the inbounds pass. Looked like it was tipped by St. Francis, so it'll stay Holy Innocent's ball. And now the officials are going to confer and make sure they both saw the ball tipped by Holy Innocents, which seems to be the case. So 16 seconds to go, and out of bounds from the sideline instead of the baseline. Suttle pops out for 3. Little strong rebound to St. Francis. 5 seconds to go. Let's see if they can recognize. Shot is no good, but a good effort to get that off at the buzzer by Kennedy Powell. At Children's Healthcare of Atlanta, the sports medicine team doesn't just treat the pain from sports injuries. They work with young athletes to fix the problem and teach them proper sports mechanics. When you choose Children's, you're in the hands of specialists who understand how to help young athletes get back in the game. Visit choa.org/sportsmed to learn more.
The 2017 Holiday Hoopsgiving is brought to you by Adidas, Children's Healthcare of Atlanta, Stat Row, Atlanta Tip-Off Club, and CBA Sports.
Hi everybody, I'm Sam Crenshaw reminding you about the inaugural Hawks Business Holiday Tip-Off Classic. It comes your way December 21st through 23rd at Norcross High School. Here's what the coaches have to say.
I think it's special. I mean, I really do. I think, and I just love the idea of the best playing the best. I mean, you got some great programs in there, great traditional programs, So, you know, like I said, for us to get a chance to play Collins Hill, we usually wouldn't get that chance in the regular season. So to be able to do that, you know, I hope that both teams walk out of there and we both get better. You know, that's the whole thing about it. You know, I know they're going to play hard, we're going to play hard, but, you know, the whole object of the regular season is try to get you prepared for the postseason. And so that's what we think about, that's what we're about, and it's going to be exciting. I'm looking forward to it.
Taking those extra, like getting extra rebounds and just doing all the little things for this team. So St. Francis has to really get into this game as far as asserting themselves on the hustle plays. Or they could just do what
Kennedy Powell just did.
Exactly, and start knocking down some shots there. I mean, it's still a very close game early.
Kennedy Powell gets right into the lane, knocks down a jumper from just about a step inside the free throw line, cuts this down to 6. Farrell with the ball on the right wing, and we're going to have a hold on Holy Innocents, or excuse me, on St. Francis, I believe. And we're in the bonus already, so Rachel Suttle will head to the line. Rachel Suttle at the line, went 1 for 2 last time. This is the first one. Suttle's second free throw is good. So 6 early points here for the freshman, Rachel Suttle. Look inside, left hand by Isaacs, no good. Rebound, Edie, get another rebound. Back-to-back rebounds for Erin Edie.
And this team has a strong interior. They really need to just continue to pound the ball on the inside. You saw Jordan Isaacs get some early points there inside there for this St. Francis team. So they just need to keep working.
Isaacs 6'1", Edie 6'1", Abdul Rahim 6'3". That's that height advantage for St. Francis. And the missed shot, but it's going to stay with the Lady Knights. Only one player above 6'1" on this Holy Innocents roster, and it's Jillian Hollingshed who's in the game. 3 look is good. Nothing but net for Amira Abdul Rahim.
And Abdul Rahim said, forget inside, I could take it outside too.
Holy Innocents up top. Rachel Suttle for 3, rims out, rebound to Isaacs. And a little bit of confusion on that pass, but tracked down by Isaacs. She drives, kicks to the corner. Good closeout by Hubbard. A little confusion on getting to the spots in the 2-3 zone defense, and Kennedy Powell takes advantage.
Powell really feeling it right now, and she's getting to spots. She's finding open areas on the floor, and she's just knocking down that mid-range, making it look so easy right now.
2-point game, Hubbard right to left, crossover. What a take by Kayla Hubbard. You can see why the University of Georgia is excited to have her next year. Edie with a nice take inside, can't get it to fall. Kennedy Suttle pulls down a rebound. Suttle's trying to get a step through, no foul called, and it's going to go to St. Francis. Hubbard always in attack mode.
Always.
.5:17 to go, 4-point lead for Holy Innocents. They're staying in this 2-3 zone on defense. Kennedy Powell with the ball, she's got 6 points already, found some soft spots in the middle of that zone. And feeds it in there to Isaacs, who can't quite handle it. She's gonna be called for travel, trying to corral that ball. Hubbard, an all-state selection last year. As we mentioned, helped lead this team to a state championship appearance. That one out of bounds. Holy Innocents 29-3 last year, including 12-0 in region play. St. Francis not too shabby, 12-0 in region play as well, 26-5. They fell to Holy Innocents in the Final Four, so this is a rematch of last year's semifinal that Holy Innocents won by 2. Drive mid-range for Isaacs, rims out. Kennedy Tuttle with her 4th rebound. Pushes it, and a little bit too excited. Steps there for Hubbard. It's going to go back to St. Francis. And we're going to have a quick 30-second timeout called by Holy Innocents, and we'll take that break with them. We'll be back momentarily on Holiday Hoopsgiving right here on SUV TV.
I just love being a leader.
Because I like to punish people.
I think the big thing is just taking the right shot.
Just to embarrass people.
I'm a beast.
Do my thing whenever I'm putting on someone's neck.
My dad's gonna be the best in 4 years.
Looking to get a new basketball, tennis, or multi-purpose court? CBA Sports can help as your sports construction specialist for both commercial and residential projects. Visit cbasports.com and contact us to discuss your next indoor or outdoor project. So coming out of the Holy Innocents timeout, St. Francis will have the ball down 4. 3 for Abdul Rahim, made her last one, but that one's going to be strong.
And she just knocked down one a couple of possessions ago, so you don't want to just leave her wide open right there.
Drive by Hubbard, trying to get the left hand, goes to the right, no good. Rebound and put back, 44, to Isaiah Washington, a sophomore.
Seeing a lot of pieces for this Holy Innocents team, get a lot of good minutes in this tournament. And this is what I'm talking about. Holy Innocents does not stop until they get the ball. They're on the floor. They want every possession.
Hubbard trying to cross over there, couldn't get it, and they're going to have it. Look like St. Francis got a timeout there to save possession. And we'll take another break right here with them on Holiday Hoopsgiving on SUV TV.
I got a high ankle sprain going for a rebound.
Injuries are part of playing.
I got hit catching a pass and broke my collarbone.
So it's good to know that the sports medicine doctors, therapists, and athletic trainers at Children's Healthcare of Atlanta are experts at treating young athletes. If your child suffers any kind of sports-related injury,
I got hit and dislocated my shoulder.
bring him to Children's Healthcare of Atlanta.
And we're back here on SUV TV. Thanks for tuning in here at 2017 Holiday Hoopsgiving. St. Francis for 3, no good. Rebound to Washington, back-to-back rebounds for her, one on each side of the court. Subtle with some fancy dribbling on her knees. But now, just some chaos. We hear Coach Dixon say bad basketball right next to us.
Yeah, they're playing kind of rushed right now. I think they're seeing opportunities and wanting to get the ball up the floor so fast instead of just taking their time. They're up 6 right now. They can just come down and run the offense. But then again, we have to credit St. Francis defense. They're putting pressure on them in the full court.
And that's really the first time that we've seen quote-unquote bad basketball today. It's been pretty clean on both sides, and the effort's been tremendous as we see 2 players get on the floor there.
And Coach saying easy, easy. Run the play. Take your time. Stay in control.
Kennedy comes off a down screen, wide open for 3, but too strong. Might have had too much time to think about that one. 2-3 zone. St. Francis continues to get to the free throw line with the ball. Kennedy Powell, top of the key. Abdul Rahim looking to swing it. There they get it to the middle. And almost steps, but not a travel called. Mid-range jumper from the baseline, no good. Rebound to Holy Innocents. Nice tough rebound there by the Knights. And we're gonna have a foul called on the shot attempt.
I like St. Francis' patience on the offensive end on this possession. They're trying to work it inside out. They're looking to get it in and maybe get some quick hits for the three-point line, but they were just very patient, waited for the gaps to open up, and she drove and got the foul. So see if she can get 2 here at the free throw line.
Sophomore Chandler Davis, her first a little too strong. Both teams rotating a lot of players through the game right now. Second from Davis is short. Rebound 2. Kennedy Suttle rips that one away for her 5th, and she's going to head to the free throw line.
Kennedy Suttle is just playing with a relentless spirit right now. We saw it yesterday. We're seeing it today. She's outworking everybody on the floor.
And she's rewarded with a trip to the free throw line. As her sister Rachel heads to the scorer's table to check in. 2 shots, double bonus time for the Golden Bears. Chance to extend this lead being in the double bonus. 7 points right now. 2.5 to go till the break. Suttle second is good, 2 for 2, that trip to the line. And quickly up court to Abdul Rahim, looking to get to the middle of the floor, kicks it to the corner. 3, rims out, that was Davis on that shot attempt, and it looks like that's gonna be off St. Francis. Hubbard crosses the timeline, just over 2 minutes to go here for the half. Drives to the right, gets it back to her left hand. Couldn't finish. Abdul Rahim pulls down the rebound. She's pushing the action, swings it. Good ball movement. Davis drives this time instead of settling and gets the right-handed layup.
Davis is coming to the game and gotten some good minutes so far for this St. Francis team, just to spark off the bench.
Earned a trip to the line, couple possessions ago. Reverse for Suttle, couldn't quite fall. And it's gonna stay with Holy Innocents. And Shea Sweat will check into the game for the first time. Give Josiah Washington a little bit of a breather.
And this team is really deep for Holy Innocents. I don't think we even saw Sweat yesterday. Getting her first minutes of the tournament today.
And turnover, St. Francis in transition, looking to take advantage and cut into this lead. Nice look, and I think that's gonna be a travel, it is. Just caught under the basket there, not a lot to do. Ball in the hands of the senior point guard. She's continued to control this offense all day. Drives to her left, draws contact, no foul.
And they're altering every shot she brings down there. Those 6'3", 6'1" post players you talked about really affecting the basket right now on a defensive end.
And stepping in there, taking that charge was Shea Sweat, who just checked in the game, and you want to earn more minutes, taking a charge one way to do it. StatRow, view youth sports highlights whenever, wherever. Visit statrow.com to see some of the best high school hoops highlights. And we'll be seeing plenty of highlights today here at Holiday Hoopsgiving. Tune in to SUV TV all day for the action. That one tipped away, taken down by the Lady Knights. 35 seconds to go. They're doing a nice job of getting it in deep in the post. And good contact draw and a trip to the line for the junior, Jordan Isaac.
And Isaac really, she plays nonstop all game. She has a relentless spirit as well. Every time she gets it down there, she's always looking to post up. She's always looking to finish at the rim. And she plays with a great energy. She brings a lot of energy to this St. Francis team.
And second, nothing but net. So 30 seconds to go. Holy Innocents will likely play for one. We'll see if St. Francis sends a trap. They don't for three. Dang, don't wonder why I was playing for one. Kayla Hubbard said, give me all three of those if you're going to let me open beyond the arc.
Well, she said, hey, y'all making it really hard for me to get to my left at the rim, so I'll just pull up from three. That's fine.
Under 10 to go here. Ball's up top with Kennedy Powell. Right to left crossover, get to the lane, floater short. Pulled down by Rachel Suttle, and that'll take us to our halftime break with Holy Innocents leading 32-25 after 16 minutes of play. And Danny, a quarter where Holy Innocents continue to control the tempo. St. Francis definitely in this one. What halftime adjustments do you think the Knights need to make?
Well, I definitely think that they need to continue to work it inside out. I like the way they looked when they were doing that. Just try to get some easy points, turning defense into offense like we see Holy Innocents do. And we heard Holy Innocents coach tell her team, we have to win the 50-50 balls. But that is what the St. Francis Knights need to do. They need to get on the ground. They need to win some of these 50-50 balls because that's how Holy Innocents is getting easy baskets and easy possessions.
So Holy Innocents takes their 7-point lead into the half. The Atlanta Tip-Off Club annually recognizes the top high school and college players, coaches, officials, and administrators in Metro Atlanta and the state of Georgia. Join the ATOC, nominate players and coaches, or learn more at www.atltipoffclub.com. We'll be back with more coverage of Holiday Hoopsgiving here on SUV TV in just under 9 minutes.
The 2017 Holiday Hoopsgiving is brought to you by Adidas, Children's Healthcare of Atlanta, Stat Row, Atlanta Tip-Off Club, and CBA Sports.
I got a high ankle sprain going for a rebound.
Injuries are part of playing.
I got hit catching a pass and broke my collarbone.
So it's good to know that the sports medicine doctors, therapists, and athletic trainers at Children's Healthcare of Atlanta are experts at treating young athletes. If your child suffers any kind of sports-related injury,
I got hit and dislocated my shoulder.
bring him to Children's Healthcare of Atlanta.
Hi everybody, I'm Sam Crenshaw reminding you about the inaugural Hawks Business Holiday Tip-Off Classic. It comes your way December 21st through 23rd at North Cross High School. Here's what the coaches have to say.
I think it's special. I mean, I really do. I think, and I just love the idea of the best playing the best. I mean, you got some great programs in there, great traditional programs. And so, you know, like I said, for us to get a chance to play Collins Hill, we usually wouldn't get that chance in the regular season. So to be able to do that, you know, I hope that both teams walk out of there and we both get better. You know, that's the whole thing about it. You know, I know they're going to play hard, we're going to play hard, but you know, the whole object of the regular season is try to get you prepared for the postseason. And so that's what we think about, that's what we're about, and it's going to be exciting. I'm looking forward to it.
And we're back for third quarter action of 2017 Holiday Hoopsgiving here on SUV TV alongside Danny Jackson. I'm Ned Cage. Thanks for tuning in. Our first game here in the main gym. We're going to be here all night on SUV TV, bringing you some of the top high school basketball from across the country as Kennedy Suttle pulls down another rebound to start this half. Sister Rachel attacking, and they get her for a travel maybe? Now they're going to say her for an offensive foul. So a little out of control, they'll say. Just looking at some first half numbers. Again, all stats unofficial. Kayla Hubbard had 13 points, and the freshman Rachel Suttle had 7 to lead the Golden Bears. For St. Francis, Abdul Rahim had 7, and 2 players with 6. It was number 2, Kennedy Powell, and number 11, Jordan Isaac. And we're going to have an underneath out of bounds for the Lady Knights. So you talked about, St. Francis, they just need to compete a little bit harder, Danny, and compete for those 50-50, balls to get extra possessions.
Absolutely, and they're getting off to a pretty decent start right here. We'll just see how they manage the rest of this game, but they just have to continue to attack. I like them getting right here to Jordan Isaac in the middle, still playing inside out, and although the shooters aren't knocking them down, we know that their shooters can knock those shots down. Yep. They just have to, continue working the ball around. They're only down 7.
Snyder missed that one, but it was good luck. We saw Abdul Rahim hit a 3 in that first half. And here she is on the right wing. Back up top, 3 for Powell, no good. And ripped away by the freshman Jackson. On the other side, Hubbard attack mode, left hand, can't get it to fall, and she was very frustrated with herself on that one. That pass a little too high to handle.
And that was a rare miss by her on that left side. She got it right to the basket. It's such an easy lay, and that's just frustrating as a player when I'm on my dominant side. Easy layup. She don't get that many opportunities, especially with those big bodies under the basket. So
that's probably what surprised her. There weren't arms and bodies in her way that time.
Right.
It was too easy. Rachel Suttle with the ball in front of us, and it's going to be a bump called on Snyder.
Yep, the refs are calling the game pretty tight today. Something we didn't really see yesterday. They let them just kind of play, but they're blowing that whistle a little bit more today.
So inbound for Hubbard in front of us. So if that's going to be the case, it's going to come down to who can knock down their free throws late in this game. Baseline, pull up for Suttle, no good, but she got hit on the elbow, and she'll head to the free throw line for 2.
And when you look at her face, she's always so unbothered. Like you look at Suttle's face, she doesn't get too excited, she doesn't get too rattled. She's just like, hey, this is what I do.
And that's what attracted the University of Pennsylvania to get her to come play for them in the Ivy League next year. She knocks down her first. This Holy Innocents team with an impressive 64-57 win over Collins Hill yesterday. A Collins Hill team that features 3 or 4 Division I players in their starting lineup. Back to the 2-3 zone, and it creates a turnover. Easy laying and steal for Kennedy. Should have been easy. Made it a little fun.
I think she was indecisive up until she got to the basket. It was like, okay, I'll just shoot it in. The ball, that she prayed for that one to fall in.
Even when it fell in, she put her hands up like, I can't believe that. That had to be that exciting. Nice rebound there by Jada Farrell. Farrell, no points so far today. Yesterday had a big game.
And Farrell was on the bench a good part of that first half. I think she was in foul trouble. But her teammates stepped up in her place. So
Farrell, 15 points, 9 rebounds by my count yesterday. And I'm sure I always miss a rebound or 2 along the way, so she could have had a double-double. And second time the officials have conferred to see where the ball is going to go. The fans giving their input. And it's going to stay here with Holy Innocents.
That's the thing about high school basketball, no instant replay, so testing a referee's ability to just make a decision.
So Olivia Swanston checks in for St. Francis. She was also held off the board in that first half, the Augusta State signee. Took a couple shots but couldn't get him to fall. Look inside to Kennedy Powell, and they're going to say she traveled.
She slid that back foot a little bit. That was a good call by the ref.
Got it in the post and tried to ball fake, shuffle those feet a little bit too much, and it'll go to St. Francis. But Holy Innocents extending this lead out to 11. First time it's been double digits today. Powell crossing the timeline. Little different zone look here for Holy Innocents. Left hand goes for number 11, Jordan Isaacs.
Isaacs so good going to that left side. Holy Innocents has to know that's the way she wants to go. But a lot like Kayla Hubbard, it's hard to do.
3, good look for Subtle, no good. Rebound pulled down by St. Francis. And drawing a foul was Olivia Swanson. And, no, they're going to say it was on the floor, so no and one, but it will be a foul on Holy Innocents.
And Isaacs she has the number right now. She's playing really well right now. She's getting the ball right there in the middle, and she's making the right decisions every time. So I would keep going to her if I'm St. Francis.
Ball comes in, it's up top with Powell. Gets it over to Abdul-Rahim, and they go right into the aforementioned Isaacs, but the Golden Bears were ready for it. And Abdul-Rahim picks up her dribble. Powell comes to help her out. Look inside, they're trying to get it in there to Isaacs, her left hand, nothing doing, and she travels.
That was good defense that time. They knew she wanted to go left, and there was a defender on the backside ready for that trap there. That was a great adjustment by Holy Innocents.
Hubbard putting up the one, getting into their set. Hubbard drives, nice step, but blocked from behind, but she's going to be called for the foul, was Abdul-Rahim.
And that was just a good move by Hubbard. She read it well. They knew that she wanted to go left. She switched back right, gave her a good little Euro step right there, and did what she did best, get to the free throw line. Yep. I think she shot more free throws than anyone.
And that one trickles out. Nice block from Abdul-Rahim, but I think she just got her on the head when she came for that block from behind. Hubbard's second attempt. She's got 13 points right now. And stays there, but grabs her own rebound. Kick out to Subtle is good. So Kennedy Subtle gets 2 more, give the assist to Hubbard. And they're going to have a 3-second called on Aaron Eady.
And I think Coach for Holy Innocents just put that in their ear, that little bug in their ears that.
You heard all that at that last free throw. She said, they're not calling 3 seconds. Next trip down, she gets the call she wanted.
Great coaching there.
Nicole Dixon in her second season at the helm of this Lady Bears program. Farrell carries across the timeline, gets it to her point guard, Hubbard. And trapped there from St. Francis. Hubbard's trapped at the midcourt, finds Subtle, has Jackson underneath, nice bounce pass, and Jackson finishes. Kennedy Subtle with another assist.
Good scramble there by Hubbard. Of course, Subtle has her back and looks right up the floor because all the players are around Hubbard.
Isaacs with the nice move, misses, grabbed her own rebound, and puts it back for an and one.
Isaacs on top of her game right now, really playing patient down in that post position, and great move towards the basket. Got her own rebound, laid it up, and got the and one. 3 points the old-fashioned way if she makes the free throw.
And she does. No announcer's curse on that one. So comes in to Hubbard, who handles the pressure well, as we're used to seeing. And nothing called. A lot of congestion over on this side of the court, and there's the bump called. It's going to go on Snyder. Eliza Snyder, the sophomore, called for the foul there.
And Snyder just playing it a little bit too tough. The crowd didn't like the call, but she reached in and tried to get close so that she wouldn't get hit by that screen. So that was a good call by the official.
It's tough to stay in front of Kayla Hubbard as she has the ball here in the corner, trying to drive baseline, finding Jackson. No good on the bank. Subtle with the rebound. Couldn't go up with it, but gathers it back. 10-point lead here, 3 to go in the third quarter. Hubbard well defended by Powell. Farrell finally gets one to go.
That was a big time shot by Jada Farrell. It seemed like they were being pressured a lot, panicking, trying to make something happen, and she just took control, pulled up in the mid-range, and she got the steal right here on the defensive end, passed it ahead.
Nice give and go, and great effort from behind, but Jackson with the follow.
Great team effort right here by Holy Innocents. They all have each other's back.
Nice job getting the ball inside, but can't get the shot to go. Nice hustle rebound there, but the three no good. Jumper is good. Finally, Olivia Swanston on the board in the shot column, the shot made column. Couple offensive possessions on that last trip gave St. Francis that opportunity. Ball poked away. And a very tough over and back call. I think the officials are going to talk through this one. They should talk through this one because it got poked away by Kennedy Powell.
Yeah, I think this right here is they have to turn this call over because
I think so.
Wow. Okay. I mean, Powell clapped her hands, showing that she hit the ball. They're trying to say that Hubbard touched the ball after it was poked away. But she has a right to touch the ball after it's poked away because it's poked away. Okay.
So tough call there, goes against Holy Innocents. We'll see if the Lady Knights can take advantage of an extra possession. Here is Powell, pull up, no good. Rebound 2. Kennedy Subtle looking ahead to Brown, but that one turned over.
And Holy Innocents doesn't need anything quick right here.
And that's going to be an offensive foul, just a little out of control there, Jordan Isaac.
And Holy Innocents respond so well. They make a mistake and they get it right back on the defensive end of the floor.
And certainly having seniors like Kayla Hubbard and Kennedy Subtle make that a lot easier. Driving to her left, handoff, pump fake out of Hubbard. Now she drives, kicks it out to Brown. Brown for 3, no good. Hit one in the first half. Ball tipped up and cleared by St. Francis. Shot no good. Rebound to Hubbard. And Coach Dixon yelling easy, easy. Wants to slow it down as Hubbard runs into a trap at midcourt. And Coach Dixon's going to call a timeout. And we'll take a timeout with her here as Holy Innocents leads by 12, 44-32 here at Holiday Hoopsgiving on SUV TV.
The 2017 Holiday Hoopsgiving is brought to you by Adidas, Children's Healthcare of Atlanta, Stat Row, Atlanta Tip-Off Club, and CBA Sports.
With high school sports in full swing, many young athletes are suffering from pain caused by overuse injuries. The sports medicine team at Children's Healthcare of Atlanta works with young athletes on proper sports mechanics and can analyze their motion to help avoid problems in the future. Visit choa.org siovisportsmed to learn more. So timeout called there by Coach Dixon with her senior point guard Kayla Hubbard trapped at midcourt.
And St. Francis is really applying pressure right here. I like the defensive effort. I overheard Coach Nicole Dixon telling her team, hey, guys, we're playing like we're down 50 right now. We don't have to. We're up 12. Take your time and just run the offense.
And we've heard Coach Dixon yell easy a handful of times. And it's going to be a turnover first, forced by St. Francis. And I think Kennedy Suttle's going to get called for a reach in there.
And that was just an unforced error. Hubbard slipping right there at half court. But that's, I mean, just slow the game down, move the ball around. So great effort right here by St. Francis. They're really putting on the pressure, and this is what they need.
So foul was on the floor, so it'll stay as an inbound underneath. Abdul Rahim gets it in. They get it right back to her. She goes inside to Isaacs. Isaacs' left hand is no good. She called for a travel. She's trying to get free to that left hand on the right side of the basket, just shuffling those feet.
But you love the spirit by this kid. I mean, she's doing everything. Earlier, well, I didn't mention it, but she hawked
on that fast break.
The layup down and blocked that shot. She's doing everything on the offensive and defensive end, so keep rewarding her and giving her the basketball.
Great pick and roll game, and Abdul Rahim's going to get blocked from behind. Nice little two-man game by Suttle and Jada Farrell, as Farrell will head to the line for the first time tonight.
And I think Rahim is getting frustrated because she is getting both hands on the ball, but she isn't realizing that she's actually going over the back, you know, and that's why she's getting that whistle blown for her every time, because she is only getting the ball, but she's going behind to get it, and she's going to get that whistle.
And Abdul Rahim only a sophomore, so she'll learn as she continues to play how to get that block clean. And she makes her first free throw, and I should have said heads to the free throw line for the first time this morning, as we are only 10:30 here, and we'll be on air all day. Be shooting free throws in the morning, in the afternoon, in the late afternoon, and all the way into the night. Farrell second, no good, but a rebound by Suttle. Gives her 9 by my count to go along with 12 points, and Farrell almost turns it over. Good hustle by Farrell, and she's going to get bumped by Kennedy Powell.
I think Hubbard is just trying to do a little bit too much right here. She's feeling as though she has to take control of the handle. All she has to do is pass the ball around and get it back and get easy points.
So Farrell right back to the line where she went 1 for 2 just a moment ago. So 1-and-1 opportunity here. First is no good. Rebound to St. Francis. Under 10 to go, they go inside to Isaacs. Nice move, gets to her left, comes up short. Rebound to, guess who, Kennedy Suttle, but stolen right back by St. Francis, and that shouldn't count. It didn't. So a 13-point lead for Holy Innocents after 3 quarters. 45-32 here at the first game of Saturday's 2017 Holiday Hoopsgiving in our main gym here on SUV TV. We'll be back for fourth quarter action right after this.
Check this out. Did you know that you can have all kinds of delicious food from your favorite local restaurants delivered right to your door? I know, I just blew your mind. All you have to do is go to choices2you.com. Choose from a list of great local restaurants, pick what you want right from their menu, and Choices to You will deliver it to your home or office. It's that easy. Get real restaurant food from the places you love delivered right to your door. Choices2you.com. Eat out without going out.
If your school's gym took a selfie, how would it look? In addition to new court construction, CBA Sports offers maintenance services that can help your court look and feel better. Visit cbasports.com today to schedule a consultation. And we were just discussing what this gym would look like if it took a selfie during the break. And Jada Farrell was discussing how to get on the board some more here in this second half.
Farrell, so relentless on the boards. Misses the shot, gets her rebound. Misses the shot again, gets her rebound again. How many offensive boards did she have yesterday?
Quite a few. She finished yesterday with 9 rebounds, as we mentioned. And that shot good.
Mia Moore.
Moore. Kick out to Hollingshed. Nice between the legs dribble out of the 6'3" forward. Hubbard gets it over. Subtle inside. Hollingshed grabs the rebound, no good. And it's heading the other way. Momentarily, but it'll stay St. Francis' way. Hubbard trying to make a play on the ball.
Chandler Davis checks back in for the Knights.
Chandler Davis checks back in. She had some success getting to the basket in that first half. Made a layup, went to the foul line one other time. Look inside, nice look, and finish, and one. Nice finish there, 32, Kennedy Filson.
And that was a great pass right there.
Looked like that assist was Moore.
Logan Jackson checks in for the Bears.
First points for Filson, 6'2" sophomore for the Lady Knights. Trying to make it a 10-point game here. And she does, gets a nice roll early in the morning here. So now Hubbard with the ball, crossover again, trying to get to her left and called for a travel. And that's a tough call. I know Kayla Hubbard doesn't agree with it, and I didn't see it from over here, but official had the better angle, so we'll give him the benefit of the doubt. 3 for Powell is good.
And Powell just keeping the energy alive for this team. She's up in their faces on defense. She's really making some big shots right here. So we'll see what the guard can bring in this fourth quarter to bring her team back.
And she's going to get called for a travel there as she was a little out of control. And Coach Dixon will call a timeout here early in this fourth quarter as the lead has been cut down to 7. The Atlanta Hawks, Georgia Tech, Norcross High School, Wheeler High School. These are just a few. These are just some of the basketball teams that call CBA Sports Court their home floor. Contact SUV TV's official sports construction specialist, CBA Sports, to discuss your indoor or outdoor sport court needs. Go to cbasports.com. So a little mini run here cuts the lead down to 7, trailed by as many as 13 or 14 there. Well, what was the spark there? Was it defense was just making shots? What do you think St. Francis did in that first 2 minutes of this quarter?
Yeah, I think St. Francis definitely turned up their defense on the defensive end, and they started making some shots. They got to the free throw line, and we saw right here Mia Moore found an open player under the basket, got the and one, and just, you know, the extra spark that teams need. And also, Holy Innocents just unforced errors. You know, you're up. Run the offense. There's no shot clock. Run the offense until you find an open layup.
And we see for St. Francis here, only a couple of their kind of big guns on the floor. It's been a couple of the role players who've kept them in this game. And there was Powell wants it wide open on the far side. And baseline jumper, no good. Nice box out and rebound by Farrell. And stolen from behind, but into the hands of Kayla Hubbard, and she's going to draw a foul. So Farrell heads to the line, Hubbard heads to the line for a 1-and-1. She struggled a little bit from the line in this game. And that struggle continues. Rebound to St. Francis. Kennedy Powell with the ball up top, swings it over to Moore. Moore gets in the lane with a jump stop, but can't finish. That's going to be off the hands of Holy Innocents, trying to corral the loose ball. Josiah Washington checks in. She'll give the freshman Logan Jackson a breather. Look inside, left hand, no good. Rebound, St. Francis, drawn foul. Nice rebound inside there. 32, Filson. Once again, rebound and heading to the line. Made her only free throw earlier in this quarter on the and one opportunity.
And these younger players are coming in here for St. Francis and really adding a spark for this team off the bench.
And gets a nice bounce off the front rim.
Jackson and Katie Brown check in for the Bears.
And Jackson right back in the game. Second free throw from the sophomore, nothing but net. Give her 5 points. And we're going to have a push on Jackson underneath, so it'll stay with St. Francis for a 1-and-1 opportunity. So really a chance to get back in this game. And that free throw no good, strong there. And layup by Hubbard, can't get it to go. Hubbard's had a frustrating second half, but gets the rebound and gets that one to go. Would not be denied.
And she just doesn't quit. You know, she missed some free throws, missed a couple layups this half that we saw. Starting the half off, she missed a layup, but I mean, just relentless spirit, gets her own rebound, finishes.
Floated from Moore, no good. Farrell collects the rebound and draws the foul.
And Holy Innocents on their home court right now, trying to win back the momentum. They got it going the other way, St. Francis did, and now Holy Innocents trying to bring it back to their side and say, hey, it's 5 minutes left. We're on our home court. Let's finish this game.
St. Francis cut that lead down to 5. That was the closest it's been since that first half. But a layup, or offensive rebound and layup by Hubbard has it back to 7, and now chance to extend it even further. And Farrell can't get that one to go. Rebound to Filson. Powell with the ball. Bounce pass over the wing. She's going to take a three from up top. No good. Rebound to Tuttle. Her 11th rebound of the game. She had 12 in a game earlier this year against Valdosta.
And we knew we would see a battle on the boards today. They are fighting for these rebounds underneath both teams.
Absolutely. Under 5 to go. 7-point game here.
And both teams shooting free throws the rest of the way.
Be double bonus rest of the way for both teams. So Tuttle is good on her first. Tuttle with 13 points, 11 rebounds, and 4 assists by my count. So doing it all for her team here in her final Holiday Hoopsgiving game. Powell facing that 2-3 zone. Abdul Rahim on the wing with it. Nice job swinging the ball around the perimeter, but inside, left hand goes. Tough finish for Isaacs. Isaacs, the leading scorer with 13 for the Knights. Hubbard has the game high 15. Crossover to her right, goes back to her left, can't get the bounce. Rebound cleared by St. Francis. And we're gonna have a St. Francis timeout. Trailing by 7. Big possession here for them to stay back to stay in the game. We'll see what Coach Aisha Kennedy has drawn up. And while we have a moment, we want to let our viewers at home know that Stat Row showcases youth sports highlights and gives a portion of its revenue back to teams. Visit statrow.com today to learn how your team can partner with Stat Row. So 4:04 to go here in the fourth quarter of our first game here in the main gym at the 2017 Holiday Hoopsgiving on Saturday. Thanks for tuning in to SUV TV. And a finish inside by Isaacs.
Isaacs going over that left shoulder that time, finishing with the right. Showing a little bit of versatility on the inside.
And they get this lead down to 5. Haven't been closer than 5 this half. And stolen by Abdul Rahim. Suttle giving pressure, taken away by Kennedy Suttle. Great play from behind by the senior, and may have gotten away with the travel there. Rachel Suttle pushing, jump shot for Farrell, no good. Rebound off the hands of St. Francis, going to stay with Holy Innocents. Fast pace up and down there for coming out of a timeout.
Great defense on both ends of the floor. And we knew it would be a battle.
3 from Hubbard, too strong, and it's going to be a foul underneath on Hollingshed. Didn't see that call. Looked like it was just a block out. So Hollingshed fouls out with her 5 on a tough call. And heading to the line to cut into this lead is Isaacs. The left-hander up and good. Their 16th point of the game.
And on this side over here, I didn't think that Hubbard needed to take that shot that soon. You know, it's an inbound play. Work the ball around. There's 3 minutes left in the game.
Second one off the front rim. Jackson fights for a tough rebound. Her 4th of the game, but then a travel turns it right back over.
More unforced errors by this Holy Innocents team, but these young players have to learn.
Yep. And they're going to have to get a big stop here. 4-point game. Look inside to Isaacs, and it's a turnover going to Holy Innocents.
That's White. Let's go, White. Logan, press offense right now. Double snap.
3 minutes to go here. 51-47. Holy Innocents with the lead. They've been in control most of this game, but St. Francis making a run here in the fourth quarter. Not going to go away quietly. Holy Innocents gets into one of their sets. Farrell did a nice job getting her open, but you hear the coaching staff for Holy Innocents say, we're not in a hurry. They're going to try to shorten this game as best they can. Give St. Francis as few possessions as possible, and there's a smart play from Hubbard. That's a 3 last possession. She would have taken much smarter about this one. Yeah, Holy Innocents very patient here. Not going to take anything unless it's a layup. And a 5-second called on Farrell. So nice defense there by St. Francis, stepping up.
Absolutely. And in those positions, Kayla Hubbard has to come back to the basketball.
Definitely want to see that ball in the hands of your senior, who's committed to play at the University of Georgia. And Hubbard kicks her foot out there.
They don't need to foul here. No fouls here.
And they get the ball in to Powell. Kennedy Powell, 9 points today. He's going to take another three, rims out, rebound to Jackson. Jackson's 5th rebound, steps through, gets it to Hubbard. Coach Dixon was ready to call a timeout, but didn't. And Jada Farrell smartly pulls it back out. Kennedy Subtle with the ball here right in front of us, picks up her dribble, and we're going to have a foul called on St. Francis, number 14, Eliza Snyder.
Snyder tried to reach her hands in there on that handoff. As Holy Innocents still trying to be patient and work that clock.
So St. Francis is going to call a full timeout, down by 4 with 91 seconds to go. We'll take it with them. We'll be back for 2017 Holiday Hoopsgiving coverage on SUV TV right after this. Ned Case alongside Danny Jackson. Thanks for being with us this morning. Danny, it's a game Holy Innocents has controlled for 3 quarters. In this 4th quarter, a little back and forth, showing some fight out of St. Francis.
Absolutely. St. Francis did not lay down at all in this game. And at the end of the game, 4-point game, 1:30 left. This is what we want to see. 2 top teams in Class 1A private. We want to see a good battle. It's an early test, and when they meet again later on in the season, it may be different.
And they'll most likely meet again later as Hubbard makes both. Last year they met in the Final Four, and Holy Innocents walked away with a 63-61 win. And that one before ultimately just falling short to Wesleyan in the state championship game. 3 strong there, rebound by Jackson. Jackson's been great on the boards tonight, has 6 by our count. Rachel Subtle running through some pressure, and a reach-in foul is going to be called. She'll head to the line for 2. That was a big 3 that needed to fall for St. Francis. Got a good look.
Absolutely, and those 3s haven't really been falling for them all game. We saw a big one from the point guard, Kennedy Powell, but since then, nothing from the outside. I mean, but this team works it inside, you know, and we saw some good things inside from them, but when those opportunities come, they have to knock down those 3s.
Rachel Subtle makes her first free throw. Subtle had 6 first quarter points, really got this team going. Been a little quiet since, has 8 right now. Abdul Rahim with it up top, back over to Moore. And 3 seconds called on St. Francis, gonna be a turnover. Looked like Isaacs got a little too comfortable in the paint. So St. Francis will press full court. Abdul Rahim's going to put pressure on the ball. And Coach Dixon's going to call a timeout. She wants to make sure the Bears are prepared to handle this full court press. We'll take a quick break with them here on Holiday Hoopsgiving on SUV TV.
I just love being a leader.
Because I like to punish people.
I think the big thing is just taking the right shot.
Just to embarrass people.
I'm a beast.
Do my thing whenever I'm putting on someone's neck.
My dogs will be the best in 4 years.
So we're back here for the final minute and 4 seconds of our opening game here in the main gym at Holiday Hoopsgiving here in Atlanta, Georgia. Thanks for being a part of our SUV TV broadcast. We'll be here all day long covering some of the top high school teams. Got a lot of boys games going on later, but we started off with the girls. And smart play there by Holy Innocents, not only to break the press, but then to not take the layup and run some time off the clock, forcing a foul. Seven-point lead with 50 seconds to go, and they're headed to the free throw line, and it looks like Jordan Isaacs may have fouled out. And she did. So by my count, Isaacs finishes with 15 points and 3 rebounds. I'm going to imagine she got more than 3 rebounds today, and I missed a few. Suttle's free throw bounces in. That's her 14th point of the game. To go along with 11 rebounds and 4 assists. She's been miss everything so far here for Holy Innocents in this morning's game. And now it's the man-to-man defense for Holy Innocents. They're going to try to take away any three-pointers. Raheem's going to get a look too strong. Rebound. We're going to have a foul underneath. It should be an over the back on St. Francis, and that is the call. Going against Erin Edie, who's not thrilled with that call. Edie committed to play at College of Charleston. Tough night for her tonight. Only 2 points and 4 rebounds. Chance to extend it out to 10. Suttle's free throw is good. Nothing but net on that one. Her second is up and through. So they'll stay. Looks like they're going to go back into the zone and just be pressing out to that three-point line. Abdul Rahim with it. Over to Powell. Powell can't hit the 3 ball. Comes up short there. Rebound to, of course, Kennedy Suttle. 20 seconds to go. Rachel Suttle going up the near sideline with it. Trapped in the corner. And Coach Dix is going to call a timeout. Even up by 9 and 15 seconds left. She's not going to leave any doubt. And it looks like it'll be a 30-second timeout, so we'll stick with them. So 15 seconds left here in our first game of the day. Holy Innocents leading by 9. They have the ball. Just had a player trapped in the corner, and Coach Dixon calling that timeout. Early season, you want to coach up your players as much as you can every opportunity you get in game situations.
Absolutely, and with these young players, they get all this experience right now on both sides of the floor. So a test, a challenge definitely for this St. Francis team, and same for Holy Innocents. They're both going to learn from this, and they're both going to get better from it. So the senior Suttle will inbound, and she gets it into Hubbard. Hubbard's bumped by Moore. She'll head to the free throw line for a chance to tack on to her point total. She had 26 yesterday, has 17 right now, and probably should have more. A couple layups right by the basket she had didn't fall, and a couple threes that were good looks just didn't fall for her. But still, 17 points, a lot of trips to the free throw line. Absolutely, and you're going to get the bulk of your scoring from Kayla Hubbard and Kennedy Suttle, and they both have been so good this tournament, leading this team.
Yep. Holy Innocents came up just short in the Decula Invitational, losing to Buford last week, but bounced back with 2 big wins against 2 very quality opponents here at Holiday Hoopsgiving. As we're under 10 seconds to go, Jackson's going to be called for a block. Tried to step in and take the charge. So heading to the line will be Chandler Davis. Davis came in that into that first half, gave St. Francis a little bit of a spark, but they just couldn't quite get that spark to turn into a flame and take the lead, trailed throughout. Her second free throw is good. Her third point of the night. Hubbard has the ball, gets it in, and it's going to be Hubbard coming up with it as time will run out. And Holy Innocents with a 60-48 win here to open the day in our main gym at Holiday Hoopsgiving. Nice game. Is just looking at some stats for Holy Innocents. Rachel Suttle, big game with 17 points, 12 rebounds, go along with 4 assists. Of course, Kayla Hubbard headed to the University of Georgia, big night, almost every night, 19 points for her to go along with 5 rebounds. For St. Francis, their leading scorer, Jordan Isaac, the junior, 16 points, had a couple rebounds to go along with that. And with 9 points, Kennedy Powell, the junior guard. So nice win for Holy Innocents. Danny, what did you see out of Holy Innocents that you thought ultimately was the difference in the game? You kept mentioning, you know, even when St. Francis went on runs, Holy Innocents didn't lose who they were.
Absolutely. They have leadership on this team, and they have players who can just take over at any moment. Yesterday it was Kayla Hubbard. Today it was Kennedy Suttle. And these players, like I mentioned before, not only do they score, not only do they rebound, not only do they defend, but they win the 50-50. They do the little things, and that's why this team is exceptional right now.
And a 12-point win is the final result for Holy Innocents. We're just under 15 minutes away from our next game coming up. It'll be the Holy Innocents boys taking on Charlotte Christian out of North Carolina. Thanks for tuning in for our first broadcast here on SUV TV of our Saturday Holiday Hoopsgiving slate. For Ned Cation, Danny Jackson, thanks to our entire crew. And we'll see you very shortly for our next game.